congratulate you on your successful applicants. Basically, this has happened. We've done this over the last 3-4 months, counseling people, counseling successful applicants on the issue of facilities management. But before I go further, I'd like to give it to our vision, to our leader, our governor, who saw this vision and obviously who deliberately so made it possible for all of us to be gathered here this morning. I think he deserves a round of applause. Now, I'll be talking about facilities management. What we are doing here eventually is creating wealth. I mean, creating people who would not necessarily have had property or who would necessarily have property in life, getting onto the property ladder. So basically, what it is now is, in creating that wealth, you can't create wealth on a dilapidated building. You can't create wealth in an environment that is not well sanitized. So basically, I know that we all are living somewhere, and it's very, very important that the issue of our facilities, we have to maintain it. Basically, now we're talking about facilities, managing our facilities. And what would I call the facility? Initially, it's the scheme itself, it's the unit, it's the flat itself that you have won. Now, we have schemes all around. We have in Shoguro, we have people here that have won Shoguro, and I wish you all the best as you move in. We have people here that have won the Lupeju. There's Choice Garden, but it comes with a fee. Basically, we'll be appointing facilities managers that will be going around these schemes. Now, last week, we had a meeting with Loma. On a regular basis, they will be coming into the schemes to pick up the debts, but we expect you to have tied them in a bag. There is always a refuse dump somewhere within the scheme. Now, these are the things we want you to do. Now, it comes at a cost. We will communicate that to you as we go along. Now, the Office of the Facilities Management in the state are collating data and coming up with a price. So the outside facilities managers will not come in with different prices. We would use a template that the state government is already using. That is what we are going to use. In terms of the car lot, because we know you have cars as well, we are going to allocate for peculiar schemes. We had started with Surulere Shita. If you know Shita very well, we have only 36 units there, and the space is a little bit small. So we allocated at least per flat, at least one car lot per flat. In Ulipeju is going to be a bit different. I went there last week, and what we are going to do there, because we have a lot of space, we might decide, and this is subject to the board's ratification, we might decide that people who have 3 bedroom, 2 bedroom might have 2 car park lots, and the 1 bedroom take a 1 car park lot. But we haven't made up our minds on that. Once we make up our minds, we'll communicate that. Now, I want to go a little bit further. The issue of choice gardens. I don't know whether we have people, choice gardens, Abijoleki. Do we have? Yeah, okay. Right. That is a different arrangement because we don't have 100%. That is a PPP arrangement between Lagos State Government and Choice. We only have 40 units there. So in terms of your facilities management, we'll be passing through to you, not today, but communicate that to you. We have something here that has their rules and regulations. Choice. This has the estate rules and regulations. So basically, we'll be sending that to you to have a look at it, and that is how Choice will run. Yeah, in terms of the structure that we have in place, nobody is allowed to amend the structure in terms of maybe breaking walls or doing anything regarding the structure itself. You can put POP, you can change your doors, right? But all other things, you cannot do it structurally. If you need to do anything regarding that, it is very, very important you get in touch with the Executive Secretary of the Lagos Mortgage Board by writing, either by mail or by writing to us. We'll have a look at it and we'll decide whether it's something we will agree upon. But in terms of the structure, please do not alter the structure. It is sold as is. You can change the doors, you can repaint, you can demarcate, but you can't break walls. Are you with me? Yeah. Okay. You can't break walls. Now, let's see. Now, in terms of, I've spoken about Loma. For example, Loma is at our Shita scheme today. They're working there today. We're going to bring in cleaners as well that will be cleaning the windows, the stairwell, but you have to pay for it. We will let you know how much that is. Now, electricity. That electricity, we are on the issue of electricity. What we don't want people to bring in generators. We don't want noise pollution at the same time, so we don't want the issue of individuals bringing in generators. So we are talking to the electricity board. They will provide a big generator that will service the whole scheme itself, the whole unit itself. That will come at a price as well, but the decision hasn't been reached. We are talking to an electricity board at the moment. Anytime from now, they will get back to us. If you have any questions, just write them down. And
good morning once again, ladies and gentlemen. I don't know why they give me this to always talk about the fees and or financials. I don't know why Sashola is doing this to me. Bottom line, right? Let me start off with. Sorry, I don't like it. Let me start off with insurance, right? For the insurance, basically you have two sets of insurance premiums to pay. One is the mortgage protection insurance. Basically, this is about life. It's more or less like life insurance, but it's tied to the mortgage. Now, it's always morbid when you talk about death. It's something that is certain that everybody will have to face at some point. With your mortgage protection insurance, what it does for you is you have a 10-year mortgage. That is 120 payments. Now, in an event of death, let's say year 2, the insurance company will pay off your outstanding balance, and your beneficiary or your estate will now take over that property. Now, the beauty about it is, I've seen it work, whereby a spouse, she didn't know her husband had a mortgage protection insurance. When the man died, her mortgage was like 6 months late. But when we called her, she now told us like, oh, her husband is late, blah, blah, blah. Then she sent in the death certificate, everything. We processed the mortgage protection premium payment. And she actually they paid off the difference, and she now lives in a mortgage-free home. Now, why are we particular about this? 2 reasons: to protect yourself and to protect the state investment as well. If you've paid your insurance for, let's say, 8 years, and the unexpected happens, you lose that 8 years that you invested. Now, the only other option is for your estate to now think like, okay, where do we get the lump sum to pay? Unfortunately, the way the scheme is structured right now, lump sum payment, we don't really do that. But again, if we experience that, even with the insurance being paid all at once, we'll deal with that. But this is really for your own sake, really. Because for the state, upon death, the state can take over the property and assign it to the next person. Now, the second insurance is it fire
special period.
I call it general insurance. Fire and now, for this, we all know practically most people, if you are renting, you can have fire and special period. What this does is protect you against fire, maybe hurricane or what have you, flooding and stuff. Now, this is important because one is a communal building. You have a block of flats. If something happens to a flat, it might get to the next home as well. This protects the board, basically. So, in terms of insurance, these two, they are important. Now, the thing is this, we've actually collated a list of insurance companies and we're going through how solid they are through a broker. Then we'll now communicate to everybody what the rates will be. Now, mortgage protection is solely based on age. If you are below 30, 35, your premium is lower than somebody 60 and above. But one of the stuff we're discussing is this: because it's a pool and we don't discriminate by age. In fact, we want retirees to partake in this scheme. We will fight to get the best possible rate for those over a certain age group. So this will be communicated to everybody, what the rates are, that, what the plan will be. Now, for insurance, I think payment is really annually. We're trying to talk to them if it can be biannually, but again, that's something ongoing. The next is the mortgage servicing. We try to do, and I think people can attest to that, to be transparent as possible. There are no hidden charges here. It's black and white. Interest rate is 9.5%. If you get your mortgage calculator, calculate it, it's there. I'll go over that as well. So these are the fees. If you have questions on this, we are available to talk about this.
Fortunes change. Fortunes do change. That's the reality of life. I can be there for 2-3 years and become an MD or something.
To address that stuff, yes, fortunes do change. You might be a single woman and get married, you have a one-bedroom, right? As a single woman, you get married, you write to the board. But if you become an MD, right? You write to the board, you return the home back to the board. Hold on. I will address it. It's a policy decision. Okay. Now, I have an option, right? The reason we're doing 10 years payment, 10 years mortgage, monthly payment, is to create a culture. We could have said, hey, pay this upfront and we'll walk away. It pays us better because value of money. But that's not what the state is all about. It's about creating wealth through mortgage culture. Now, I can tell you that when we started doing 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 1 bedroom, you have developers now doing 1 bedroom schemes in the state now. And those are the things we're trying to spearhead. If you pay for 2 years, we give you back your principal payment. Okay? right? And that goes back to the pool. Now, it's up to you.